Good morning, everybody. I'm running behind this morning. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Good.
but I'm not on the YouTube side.
Hello.
Yep,
Can you hear me?
yep.
Good. Good morning, everybody. It's been a busy morning. I went out, left out this morning to go find a printer cable, and after about an hour and a half, I finally got back to the house.
I bet I've
There-
got 25 printer cables.
Well,
I don't have any listed. They don't sell for a lot.
good morning, Julie. When we reorganized the house, so to speak, we bought a well, no, excuse me. After we had the big electric strike that wiped out our Orbeez, and we got the new one, we had a different password, and so to change the password in the for the network in the printer, I've got to have a USB cable and hook it to my computer. So hopefully in about because I got some stuff I got to get printed out this morning. So hopefully in about an hour after I have this show done, I will be on my way to the post office. I'm sorry for eating. I'm hungry. So anyway, how was everybody's morning? Let's see here. Who all's in here? Mr. Bumcrack, always a pleasure. Jabus, glad to see you. Lag, lag. What can I say? Julie, good morning. Vintage, good morning. Sue, good morning. Sandy, good morning. Glad to see you in here this morning. Who else do I have in here? That's Mike, Mr. The Crazy Card. I hope everybody's having a great one. What's
Julie's
for
here,
breakfast today?
Robin's here.
Do I?
Julie's here and Robin's here
Yeah.
also. Sue is here.
A bowberry biscuit. Sue, that's what's for breakfast.
Bowberry. What is a bowberry?
It's a biscuit that's got blueberries in it and icing on top
Why don't they call it a blueberry biscuit?
because it's from Bojangles.
Ah,
No, I don't give a rat's that. I mean, but today, see, this morning I have sat in traffic and sat in traffic and sat in traffic. And anybody that's from knows anything about Charlotte, or if you care to look it up on MapQuest, there's a section of 485 between I-77 and US 74, also known as Independence Boulevard, and it was bumper to bumper traffic, which is feeding back into all the like Ray Road and Highway 51, all of those. So, and
I
I was
haven't a
running a
clue where
deadline
any of
here.
that is.
So anyway, how are things with you today, Todd? You got a lot going out today?
Just fine. Oh, I've got 6 going out for 300. So it's pretty good. If I could sell
Vintage, I had to have.
300 today, I'd have that 100 grand locked up.
Will you?
But I said if I could.
Oh, well,
I'm about I am about where I should be at the end of July. So I'm about 17 days behind trying to keep up with 100,000 sales in the year.
I cannot believe you did that. Tanner
Get
unwrapped my sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. I'm sorry. My children are driving me nuts this morning. Um, well, that's good that you're going to be back on goal by the end
I
of this
just
month.
told you I'm not on goal.
Yeah, but I thought you said you'd be on goal by the end of the month.
That's not what I said.
Oh, sorry.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
My mind is going 100 different ways right now. I haven't taken my ADHD medicine this morning. Um, well, you just need to do like lag and put everything on 50% off and pushed it.
Well, if I did that, I wouldn't make any money.
How's everybody else's? Sue said she's got one going out. Like, how many thousands of dollars did you sell yesterday?
Burnt mom's burner covers. Supposed to take those off when you fire up the stovetop. He says, let me look. Sue sold $40 worth, which is better than zero.
Would you leave that alone, please? I have one sitting over. I have Cole sitting over here, the black one. No, it's my finger, dude. And I have Tanner sitting over here on this corner of the desk, and both of them keep inching closer and closer to my bowberries.
Right, Robin?
Scott, if you're available, how about coming here for a few minutes? I got a question.
Uh-oh.
Not just for you. Not just for you. It's just for everybody in general.
Fixing to get serious.
Yeah. He's probably hadn't even got up yet. Yeah, Vince, that's it. On the way in here, before I get serious, I was listening to the radio, and apparently, a poll was taken, and 35% of the people polled said that they cuss. 35% of the people that was polled said they use profanity at least once every day. Now that was being read by one of the morning hosts, and the other person, the female. Good morning, Chastity. The female part of it, she said, "What did they do? Interview the elementary school?" And I thought that was kind of funny, because dear sweet little elementary kids never say naughty words. If they listen, if they listen to the the reseller YouTubers, they would hear that more than I bet that would run the number up. Anyway, here's my question: how many of you people have over 1,000 listings?
Me?
I knew Todd's got like 1,600. How about the rest of you? Oh, your package is finally coming back, Chastity? Good. So, anybody want to admit that? Okay, Chastity has about 1,100. Now, are these single items? I know Todd's got a bunch of multi items, like multiple of the same item in a listing. toothbrush holders and that like. Um, Vintage has 1993. Wow. Why do you have so many listings still there?
So, not quite, but I have almost double the quantity of listings. In other words, I got quite a few listings with 2 or 5 of them or 10 of them or whatever.
Right.
I have a lot of electric plugs left.
I was just wondering.
Although I am mondo in the I'm way in the profit on electric plugs.
Is there a reason why you haven't maybe like tweaked the price to burn
On
some of those
electric
units
plugs?
out?
Yeah, because I sell them about every other day.
Okay.
Why lower my price if they're selling?
Dang, Jabez. You need to have a 25% off sale. I mean, I was just wondering, I know, you have a lot of multiple items on a listing, but there's a lot of people that don't. They're all onesies. After a while, do you not want to just like put them on everything on sale or put them on sale and try to burn some of it out?
I think the stuff that isn't selling for me,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make sense to blow it out. It makes sense to donate it or throw it away. It makes way more sense. Because I have a lot of like $15 items, right?
Right.
Around in that range, 15, 12, in that range. Now, if I cut the price in half, they're not going to be worth the time I would spend packing them. So, in my case, it'd be better for me to take the stuff that isn't selling and just throw it away. Get rid of it. Donate it or, whatever.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. But Josh has got a tool that can help him list. Apparently. Haven't seen it yet. I'm just yanking your chain, Josh. Um,
Saw Primo Chemo show yesterday. They were doing some live listings using that program.
yeah. Excuse me. But I was just curious. I mean, Jabez says, Tom, you're jumping to the conclusion that all of it's still inventory. Well, I think let's see, Jabez has got 32, 37 listings. At 100 listings a day, that's 32 days old. And if you're listing 100 a day, man, you're killing it. I'm just,
Daphne, that's enough. That's enough.
Vintage says the packing headaches is why I'm moving to smaller items. I will be starting more of a clearance sale in August after schools are back in session. Yeah, because I was just at Walmart and I happened to pick up a school supply list There were like 60 things on that school supply list for elementary school kids. And our schools are starting back the middle of next month. None of your listings are over 60 days old, Javis. So you're having some pretty good sales,
Who?
Javis. He said none of his listings are over 60 days, and he's got 3,200 listings on. Yeah, Javis.
He's probably got a system going by whereby he just purges or blows stuff out regularly.
Right.
I don't. I just purge whenever I feel like purging.
My friend that's Bruce, who's a teacher, he tells his students to ignore the list. He'll give them their own list, which is like he teaches middle school math and science. So it's like a composition book, a spiral bound composition book. He suggests they get a like a three sectioned composition book, and then tear out the other pieces, the dividers. Um, because half that stuff that they tell them that they need, they don't need. He said they just need a good box of number 2 pencils because they will be taking those. Your oldest listing is May the 17th. Are you constantly relisting, Javis? I mean, dude, you got to be selling the hell out of stuff. To
He
move out
sells
old
quite a bit, I
inventory.
think.
Do what?
I think he sells quite a bit.
In Shelby?
Yeah, Robin, I thought about changing my store subscription. But because I signed up for a year, I would get a penalty of quite a bit.
Good morning, Hank. Are you talking about downsizing?
Yeah. Problem is, with 1,600 listings, they all, in a month's time, eBay renews them.
Right.
So then I got to pay for 600 listings at what, 25 cents a piece?
If you downsize.
If I downsize to a basic store,
You have what about 10?
which I probably, and then all the new listings we get charged 25 cents a piece also. So I probably need, if I'm going to keep the size store I have, I probably need 2,000 listings. And the basic store allows 1,000, so that'd be about $250 a month I pay extra for listings if I went to a basic store.
Yeah, but when you start using an AI lister, Todd, you're going to be you're going to be running up some listings.
Yeah, I need to look at which categories are free and figure out how many items I have that are in the free category. I just haven't done that research. I need to do that. I'll make myself a note, which I'll never read. I need to do a lot of things.
How you doing in the great state of Florida today, Hank? And I'm done. I'm gonna quit being rude by eating in front of you people. I can make it through the day now. No, I was just wondering. Do you make offer on everything, Todd?
Most of my stuff I do.
And I'm surprised more people don't use that. I mean, I'm not talking about the seller. I'm talking about the buyer.
I do have quite a few items that I'm at the lowest price I'll accept, so I don't do free offer on those. Like the electric plugs, this year I've probably sold 100 orders of electric plugs. So there's no sense in putting a make offer button on those.
Ping says she doesn't pay insertion fees either, as she only lists in collectibles.
She said she got 250 listed, so she probably would not reach 1,000 listings anyway.
Who is that, Ping?
Uh-huh. So it's good for her to be on a basic store. I'd like to be on a basic store. I don't like paying what is it, 60, 70 bucks a month for a premium.
Right. Well, then you just need to list more. That's the pot calling the kettle black, isn't it? Uh,
Dang, Josh. Of course,
and
an
him,
anchor store, you get a few more perks, don't you? Concierge service. He's probably got a dedicated phone line just to call eBay.
yeah. So that's about 525 Canadian is what, about 480 US? I don't know, Stu. I've never even gotten an email about it. Store is way to go. I have five. You have five stores. All five are basic. 3,500 listed in three each. 1,500 in my name store. And a couple hundred in the junk stores.
So I can save a lot of money by having two stores instead of one.
Isn't that kind of hard to keep up with, though, Texas?
Oh, the concierge ended for
3 years ago.
anchor stores or everybody. Ping still got it, so that's.
Sue still has it. Because Sue says that's because she has such an old account. And Josh, of course you do, Josh. You have a bazillion listings. And Josh, don't think I'm not in favor of your app. you know, Todd and I are old. We're just not sure of all that voodoo AI magic stuff. Just drop the premium down. Well, let's see if one more time. Just drop the premium down to basic. You will notice absolutely no difference. None. Trust me. Yeah, but you'll have more. Will you have more listings than a basic store? Todd.
Okay. Do what?
I, s-
I thought you were talking to somebody else.
no, I said, Todd, if you drop it, if you drop premium and go down to basic, will um, if you drop from premium to basic, will you be overshooting the amount that you can have in a basic store? I know, Josh. I just want you to know that I wasn't dissing you.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. I got to look at the free listings categories to see how much of my store is
In the free category.
in the free. So I don't know, I might be able to drop down.
With a basic, you Texas says you get 11,000 free listings. But what categories? Which I don't think they kind of hold to that very much because I've listed stuff that it shouldn't be in a free category, but it is in a free category. I mean, they don't charge me for it. Hey, Rise and Grind. Good morning. All categories. Oh, okay. Well, you should be good then, Todd.
Well, here I am on the website. It says basic store $21.95 a month.
Right. For how many listings?
It says 1,000 a month and 25 cents more for each additional.
Vintage says, look at your promotional listings.
I don't promote.
She must be behind on that one. Re,
Promotional offers category. I don't know where to find that.
is that Reva.com?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beauty product, so it must not be that. Um,
Promotional, the extra freebie listings. Where do I find those? I probably knew at one time or another.
Rise and Grind. I don't use any AI lister, and when it comes to the point that I do, Josh should have his own line. Since I have sort of kind of have a sort of relationship with them, I would start off with him.
Okay, I'm at my seller hub. Now what? What do I click on?
Well, good, Rise and Grind. Keep an open mind. All that AI voodoo magic. Uh, Scroll down till you see promotional offers category. Are you there, Todd?
No, I can't find it. Oh, okay.
What did it
Pay
say?
no insertion fees for 10,000 listings for fixed price.
What?
I don't do
I
many
think you just.
auctions, so that doesn't help.
Yeah. What? Here, talk right here. Talk right there. Tell them to shut the hell up so I can get up and go feed you. Sorry.
And then what? What are the select categories?
Hank, you're dealing with a bunch of old people here, or at least on the show. You know, we forget things. Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Now look at used. Let's get over here. Now look at used left under store subscription. Oh, okay. Now look at used and then slash left under store subscription. Okay. See, Texas, you started off with change. Well, just change. Old people don't change nothing. Change is bad. Uh, now, go up here. Okay. Something but didn't copy on that because I tried copying that link and it gave me something. It gave me a. I don't know what it gave me. Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, I was just curious, you know. Were you still a youngin', vintage? Still a youngin'. I'm going on 67 and Todd's going on 70. So you're the young kid.
Yeah. I'm down too big of a rabbit hole. I'll look it up later.
Um, yeah, I know. I don't know where he must be sleeping in this morning, John. Because Scott never misses a chance. But as I said, if you get one of these listings, the AI listers, you're going to be listed a lot more stuff. Will you have to go back to? You think you might need to go back to the bigger store?
This show's much better than Scott's show.
Yeah. No, I was just listening to some people last night while I was doing some editing. In. Good morning, Jake. Um, they were talking about these like tens of thousands of listings they have, and the fact that they just they just let them sit there and just keep rolling over and rolling over and rolling over. And my thought was, why not make a couple of a few dollars off of it, however much you want to put that few dollars at, and just blow it on out of there.
I have an offer. Let's see.
Now, Hank, honey, you know I love you more than I do my luggage.
Oh,
But
great.
don't be ugly now.
I have a $4 offer on an $18 knife. Hmm. Uh,
Yeah, okay. Jake, Jake, buddy, don't be harsh now. I'll put up with the rest of them, but you might hurt my feelings. I don't even listen to Lag and Scott anymore. Uh,
yeah, I countered with 17.
that's kind of ballsy to offer $4.
No, that's
You know, like I've said before, I think some of these people make low offers because they're hoping that these people need some money and they will accept it because they need to pay their power bill or their rent. They should know by now the silver hair stacker, if he needs some money, he just goes out and turns on the oil well in his backyard.
okay.
Don't be insulting.
New offer. Let's see. What did he come up with this time? Oh, offer declined. Good. I just listed that knife this morning. I got up and made 5 or 6 listings before the sun came up.
Yeah, but I don't know. Something's going to get lost. And then when you kick the bucket and your kids come in here and they just call 3 men in a truck and tell them to clean it out, how much is it going to be worth? But then again, I guess you wouldn't really care. Well, I understand that, Chastity. But, oh, excuse me, my nose. Um, yeah, but you have, was it Jabez that said he had six? Jabez, how many did you say you had? Did you say you had 6,000 listings?
I think he said 3,000 something.
Okay, 3,000 listings. I mean, is all of that long tail stuff that you just sit there and wait on?
Yeah, it depends on what it is. If you got a bunch, like the SpongeBob things took 6 years to sell them all,
Yeah, but
but
you were
they all sold.
consistently selling them.
Right.
If you got one thing that's been sitting there for 3 years,
3,100, give or take.
but then
You know,
again,
if
that
you
goes back to my thing about why if people have make offers, and since it doesn't cost anything to click that little button, why people don't, why buyers don't make offers. because some of them, if they get, if some of them will get $2 off, they're good. Um, but I just don't understand why people don't make offers, especially on items that you have hundreds of views on.
A lot of the old stuff in my store doesn't take up any room, like jewelry and watches and
Right.
knives, and they just don't take up any room. I mean, I do have some big things in my store, but yeah.
Well, I was just curious and trying to have something to talk about today. So you think you're going to do some more research in the
Yeah, let's see which store category best fits me.
right. So you got a date with the girls today, don't you?
Yeah, I get to see the hot chicks at the Lutheran rummage sale.
Hot chicks. Put on that high karate. Let's see, what did Josh have to say? Todd? Yeah, Josh says, you read it. Todd, just list one more item per day, and you will more than pay for it. Rise and Grind, thank you for coming in and doing your listing. Oh, shipping. Sorry. Just look at the promotion pages.
Oh.
So, anything that you saw last week that you hope that they've reduced the price on this week, if it's still there?
Uh, yeah, there's always some things that I just walk up to and go, God, you're asking a lot for that.
They don't do any reductions for you.
Not for me personally. They do bag sales on clothes once in a while, and they do the last day they were open before Christmas, they did 50% off of everything. Um, most of the year, all their Christmas items are 50% off, but all they have is junk that you see at yard sales.
Right.
They don't have the good Christmas. They don't ever get good Christmas stuff. They get a ton of Christmas stuff, but it's never any good. Like, they don't get any Mr. Christmas. They don't get any blow molds. They don't get any Christmas Village stuff. All that stuff sells pretty good.
Right.
They don't get any of the animated Christmas stuff. All they get basically is the Walmart ornaments and stuff like that there.
Yeah, Chastity, it's good that package that's been making its way around the country is going to come back to you. So anyhow, so Todd will share with us tomorrow.
Yeah, I still got a ton of stuff. I just did my auction pickup Monday, so I still got a ton of that left to list.
Chastity, there's a bunch of states between Philadelphia and South Carolina. It's
So how about you, Tom? What are you listing? Are you buying? Do you go
I'll buy some.
sourcing any? Where have you been sourcing? Everybody knows where I source because I put out videos of the auctions and
Usually Goodwill or value something. It's a thrift store.
I can't ever find anything in a thrift store.
There's a place out on Freedom Drive. Have you been there, Chastity? It's I can't think of. They were in the news. They got busted because they were telling people that they were a 503
Well, I
charity,
can't
and
talk about Tom because I don't list much either.
that
What I listed yesterday, about 9 or 10 things I listed.
um, I don't know, 30,000. Like, yeah, Mike, I do occasionally. No, Todd's about 60,000.
What's
Anyway,
60,000?
excuse me. Um, excuse me. Anyway, some thrift stores like that. I go through there and check. Goodwill's Goodwill has gotten into the where they filter everything. Electronics goes to their electronics store. The stuff that's in their stores in the Charlotte area are junk.
Just mostly clothes.
Mostly clothes. Their hard goods is not a lot. And I honestly think it's because they have just about have they're like Starbucks. They have a store on just about every corner in Charlotte now. Sorry,
Yeah, it's
Jake.
like last time I went to one of the Goodwills in Waco, which was years ago, they had some pretty worn out Nikes and they were asking $10. And I was like, no, thank you.
Well, that's another thing about the Goodwills around here is everything they've got stuff priced so out of line, you know. Um, nope, I don't know how to fix a TI 84 plus C. Like Todd does it like worn out shoes. He just that one just slipped past him. The what was it, Reefs?
I like worn out shoes, but not for $10.
It's but the place over on Freedom Drive, they were leading people to believe that they were a 503c, and they weren't, and they got hammered like on the front page of the Charlotte Observer. That's like all those you'll see these drop off bins for books and clothing. If you look at the small print across the bottom of it, it says not a 503c charity. They are for profit. Freedom is, let's see, if you were coming to Freedom Drive from your part of the state, you'd come straight up 85, and there's off ramps for Freedom Drive.
Freedom's just another word for nothing left to
And
lose.
if you get off at Wilkinson, I believe it's Wilkinson, that's where the Goodwill Benz is at. It's over by the airport. Both of them are relatively close to the airport. Really? Oh, sorry. I was reading what Texas Bandit was saying. Um, I guess he's talking about the TI, yeah, the TI calculators. Is it? I don't know, and I live here, Jabus. So anyway, um, but we have a dozen Goodwills, and some of them are good. If you make it up to this area, Chastity, go to the one that's it's over by Matthews. It might be they might call it the Matthews store. No, the Matthews store is in Matthews. Anyway, there's one. If you come up this direction, I'll tell you how to get to it. They are in the middle of the rich area, and you can find some good clothes, like Bill Bass or Blast, whatever it is. Those kind of shirts for like $4. And I looked at one over there, and that thing was an $80 shirt for $4. Oh Lord, Texas, you going to get on the mower? Yeah, exactly. That's what it is,
Mm.
Javis. Okay. Oh, you don't sell clothes? I thought you sold clothes, Chastity.
I finally got to mow my yard a couple of days ago after the rains finally quit. And it looks like you could bale all that. There's clumps of grass all over the yard.
There's a Value Village on Central in Charlotte, Jabus, and they usually have some pretty good stuff in there. And there's a Value Village over on South Boulevard. It's okay. The one that's on Central is kind of off the beaten path, except for locals.
Okay, Scott's here if you want to ask a question.
No, it's too late. Oh, there he is.
No, it's too late.
It's too late. I'm getting ready to close this thing down because the boss lady's got a it's got a call. Um, yeah, there's a shelf limit on everything. You're welcome, Javis. And there is one up on South Trade just south of the city center. I think it's anyway. It's the junior league. They have some really good stuff there, but it's only open for like certain hours a day. You have items that are 20 years old.
Vintage.
That's all right, Beard. That's all right. You're good old, but whether people believe it or not. Yeah, because they're drawing from the high price clientele. If you're talking about the show, Scott's got it in the he's got it in the group. I don't pay Scott any attention. I have this thing that's sort of like what is it the dream catcher, and things just kind of like come through it, and anything important it lets through. The rest of it, it just goes into the BS pile.
BS pal.
Scott who? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Anyway, I got to get out of here. Roberta's got her call in about 30 seconds. She's got to get on. So next week, she'll be back to her regular schedule. So, anyhow, y'all have a great day. Thanks for coming in here for all this nonsense. And Todd, as always, thank you, sir, for coming out and hanging out.
You betcha.
You betcha. So, Chastity, have a great one. You're at the salt mine, right? And we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.